Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlet. Today I have another message for you. So I thought we would just sit outside here and have a little chit chat and talk about how this year has gone. So as the year comes to a close, 2024 is coming to an end here. It's really a time to reflect. And so for me, it's always been that when this time of the year comes around, there's less sunlight, there's more time spent inside, there's, the coldness, and you kind of just bundle up and you have a lot of time to really reflect on what this year has been like while still, looking upon the next year coming up on. So when we think about like the new year coming, sometimes we do New Year's resolutions, sometimes we do, journaling or something around what we want to be happening in the next year. So we'll kind of be talking about all of that. So first, I just want to talk about how this past year has been. This past year has been going by very, very quickly. The momentum of this year is just amazing. The thing about it is a lot of things have come up to be cleared. So it hasn't necessarily been the easiest year. A lot of things that were unseen in the shadows have come up to be cleared. And so it's required more energy. It's required more work. It's required more personal responsibility, more reflection, and more awareness. Give me a like if this is resonating with you. So all of that has come to the surface, and because of that, it sometimes doesn't feel like it's been like the best year or the easiest year. But in the end, if we really reflect on everything that's come up to be cleared, everything that has transpired in this last year, it really has been a blessing. It really has been something that was needed, something that really needed to come up and be released. So as we come to the end of this year, it feels kind of like, oh, we kind of like just want that to be over. But so many other things have happened. I know in my life, a lot of things that I've been, wanting to manifest, or things that have been, dreams of mine, things that I've been wanting to happen, have really come into fruition this year. And a lot of things that, I wished would have happened many years ago, they're finally happening here and now. So you may find yourself in that position as well. With things that maybe you had dreamed about years ago, and you find yourself now in that position. So it's a time to also be grateful. We kind of forget that we actually prayed about this, we dreamed about this, we wanted certain things for ourselves, and now we find ourselves in that position. But sometimes it gets overclouded by those challenges, by those releasings, by those really difficult times. And that's why it really is that, let's talk about money or something like that. If we had like a lot of money or something, we always, people always say, oh, if I had a bunch of money, everything would be fine in my life. Well, it's not really the case, because if we still have a whole bunch of money, other things can really overcloud that as those challenges and other things begin to happen. And you begin to realize that it's not the money that you wanted. It's really an internal peace. So this year has really been a year of going into oneself, really reflecting at what's going on the inner part of ourselves, releasing those shadows, those parts of us that need attention, need releasing, need looking at. And with doing so, you find an inner strength that nothing could buy. Money can't buy, items, or even your dreams, they can't fulfill these things. So you really have to go inward to find this, and this has been the year for that. As much as I am really happy with some of the physical manifestations in my life, the biggest manifestation is the manifestation of what's happened within me, that can never be changed. So that's one thing that has really been happening as we come on the new year, January. Like I say, lots of people do New Year's resolutions. They might journal about what they want to happen in the new year. And I kind of wanted to do this video sort of like an energy update as well. And so what I sense and I feel is that this is a great time to go ahead and set your intentions. If you have a journal, start journaling, start automatic writing, or writing into your journal what you want to happen this year. If you're someone that prefers to do goals, write those goals down. Start writing those goals down for this year to come. If you're someone that likes to draw, or you like to use art to display what you want to happen. I know the other day it came into my mind, I wanted to kind of design a home that I would like to have one day, and so that would require some drawing, and it's just drawing, but essentially it's a way to manifest something into the future. So use your intention right now to really work on those things. I know that years back, I don't know how it happened, it might have just been popular at the time to do those vision boards. And I can remember exactly where I had my vision board. Is I had a treadmill and my vision board was right there where, you know, I could walk, and right in front of me I could see that vision board, and I would look at that vision board, I would exercise, and in my ear pods I would listen to a sermon. And as I was doing that, all of that came together, and I can tell you that every single thing on that vision board came to fruition that year. And those were things that, you know, could have taken years to happen, but because I had my focus and my intention on them, and it really wasn't that much focus because it was just there. I created it one day, and it just happened to be that I set it in the right place, right there where I work out and where I listen to things that were very positive and uplifting. And that combination was really, really powerful. So if you're being called today to like create a vision board or do something like that, if that's speaking to you, go ahead and do it. You're basically, what I'm seeing is like you're a visionary. What you can envision for yourself for this year to come, for the future, is what's going to happen. But you got to keep your intention on it. You have to know what you want. And all those steps of how you're going to get there will appear. You don't have to think about the steps. You just have to have the fun part of just dreaming it up. And if you enjoy, like I say, cutting out pictures from a magazine and creating like a vision board, or doing a virtual vision board, or doing something like that, go ahead and do that, whatever brings you joy. But don't get, you know, so wound up in how am I going to make it happen? How is this going to happen? How can I organize my life in a way to do this? It's going to happen. We just have to place our attention on it, and slowly those steps will happen. If one day you wake up and there is like this need of wanting to take a certain step, go ahead and take it. That is your intuition. That's your inner voice telling you this is the next step. So everything will come into, you know, the correct alignment when we relax, when we become peaceful in ourselves, and we just know and trust that whatever it is that we want for ourselves is going to be possible, because anything and everything is possible here, my friends. So that's what I'm kind of sensing around the energy right now. It's really that end of the year energy of reflecting, being grateful for those things, being aware of those things that had fallen away, that had been released, and then looking at the future, looking at what could be, what we want to be, being a visionary in our own lives of what we want to happen. And I'm seeing that a lot of these things could be very long term. So think about what you want long term. You know, a lot of times, sometimes with manifestation or even these vision boards, it'll be, oh, I want this purse. Well, it's not that small anymore. You can literally manifest things that are long term. Let's say that you want to own 30 acres in the country, or you want to, you know, start a business that's going to have like 5 different companies around the United States or the world or whatever. Think big. Think big. Right now, it's not time to think small. You're ready for the long-term visionary manifestations. You've manifested all those little small things. It's time to manifest big. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm sensing around the energies of the end of the year. If this is resonating, if you're feeling connected to this, if this feels like, you know, kind of the wavelength that you're on, give me a like. Comment down below, you know, what's happening in your life, what this past year has been like. And, you know, I know that this past year has been very hard for a lot of people, but I want you to reflect also on how those things that have been hard were things that had to have been seen, had to come up, had to be released, had to kind of, you know, come to the surface, and then turn it around and see it as, you know, something that you can be grateful for, that is now done, that shadow has now been cleared, and it allows for more space, more energy to come into your life for those things that are to come in the future. So I hope that this message found you well. If you have a little bit of time, I'd like to share with you my new intuition training. So my new intuition training is a training that I'm putting on. We're beginning at the end of January. So this is really a great time to be talking about the end of the year things. If you're wanting to align with your intuition, with your authentic self, start walking this path that I'm talking about, you're going to want to get into this course. This is absolutely a perfect time to do so, because again, these energies of newness, of the new year, that everybody wants to kind of, you know, write their New Year's resolutions, get healthy, do all these things, they all come on board right now. It's very energetically potent. So if you're wanting to come to this course, align to your authentic self, begin to, you know, access your intuition and listen to your intuition, be in total trust of your intuition, you're going to want to join this course. This course is going to be led by myself. It's going to have live sessions, live Zoom sessions. It's going to be recorded on Teachable. We're going to have, coursework. We're going to have lots of fun things. I really get involved in my courses. There's something that I really enjoy doing. So it's a very interactive course, and I have all the information. You can email me if you'd like that, or you can just simply go ahead and enroll now. So there's a sales page. I will link it in my bio, in my description, in the comments down below. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. And I really encourage you to be there. I would love to meet you. I would love to have you in that course. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on our next message. I love you all.